leader of the Morris Ellis Orchestra. I got interested in music early in life, and at the time that I went into high school, I had been playing the baritone horn. But as a freshman, I knew that there was a group of people around DuSable who liked to take your lunch money from you. And I was running all around the school and ran right into the band director. And went in, I saw all these kids sitting playing instruments, and I said, wait a minute, what is this? And I kept looking behind to see where these guys were. But the band director, Walter H. Dodd, well known for everything, said, what the hell do you want? I said, I want to play in the band. At that time, Captain Dodd needed a baritone player and a trombone player in the jazz orchestra. He said, can you play trombone? I said, I know. Yes, I can play the trombone. He said, well, I'll tell you what. Get a trombone out of the cabinet, and here's a book. You got 1 week to learn it. I played in the band for 4 years, which is the time we had at high school. And I became captain of the band.
In the year of 2000, and it has been such a pleasure to work with someone who is not a very humble spirit, but a mastermind at what he does best, and that is music. He is just incomparable. There's no one like Morris. Yes, clap for him. Such a gentle spirit and such a just all-around nice guy. But the one thing that is just the best between him and I is that we went to the same college in undergrad. He is a graduate of Howard University.
I always wanted to be a doctor. And I figured, I wouldn't go to school to become a doctor. I went to Howard University in a pre-med course, and I felt as though I should become a doctor and not a musician. So I did take a pre-med course, and I graduated, and 4 years in liberal arts, majored in zoology, and I said, I'll apply for med school. They had a med school right there at Howard University. I did not get in med school. In the dormitory where I was living, they had a big band downstairs in the basement rehearsing. And I came down and I sat there and watched them and listened to them. And I said, wow, I need to get my horn, which I left in Chicago. So I sent my father $5 of the $10 that he gave me to go to school. And I said, send my horn. Send it. And he did. He worked at the post office. And he really knew how to pack a horn to send it to me. It took me 2 days to open the case. But I sat in with the band, and for some reason or another they liked me. My classmate, roommate, at Howard University was Andy Young, Martin Luther King's right-hand man, you know. And Andy was, he's a very funny guy, but he became very serious when Dr. King decided he was going to make him his right-hand man. And it's not the way we've had it as far as who was closest to Dr. King. Andy was the man. Captain Dodd got me accepted in the union, or the local union. And I found out later that the president of the union had made a deal with the downtown local, which was, in my mind, the wrong thing, you know. And that was that black musicians could not play north of 12th Street. White musicians were not supposed to go south of 12th Street. That, it just didn't sit right with me. You know. John Marshall Law School for 1 year, and I found out that wasn't what I wanted either. Meantime, music kept getting in the way. I got a call from the Red Saunders Orchestra to play at the Club de Lisa, which was exciting. They had a chorus line, some of the ugliest girls I've ever seen. But that's 5 nights a week. And I had a day job. I was doing social work in the day and doing work at night with the Red Saunders Band. The decision that the club had to be closed, period. So, you know, the Red Saunders decided that we would not be working anymore. I said, well, there goes the gig. And knowing that the trombone players were the last to be hired, I said, I better start my own group, you know, and I did. So anyway, I started the group, and I had collected good musicians who were all college men, you know, and they had college degrees, and I felt as though that was a good core of musicians to have. But what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to do was get to the north side and play some of their jobs. Anybody who came through Chicago and had to record and didn't have a band, I got the call. Played for the inauguration of the first black mayor of Chicago, being Harold Washington. And that was, to me, one of my highlights of my musical career. Damone was appearing at the Playboy Club in Lake Geneva, and it was a full band, and he had most of the guys from the symphony orchestra to play the music. Big Damone was not satisfied with the playing of the trombone player, so it was recommended that I get a call to come up there to the club, and I did. And when I got there, I guess I was the only black guy that was going to play his music. He had the guy from the symphony orchestra, but for some reason or other, he could not get the feeling of what Big Damone wanted. So he didn't get the call to come back, and I did. And with no rehearsal or anything, I played the show. Luckily, I had some good training on reading music, and I had read music, show music before, so it wasn't a problem. After the performance, Big Damone told the crowd, he was happy that I played his music, had me stand up and take a bow, And he said to whoever his manager was, I have to have this guy whenever I come back here, in the band. So but that was the beginning of me playing at the club for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. And I had my day job, and my day job would end at 4:30. I'd head up there for 6 o'clock. They fed the band for dinner at 6 o'clock. Showtime was 7. Yeah, Sammy Davis Jr. worked his shows, me, as a single, several times. And you come into the Regal Theater, and I had to go out to Gary once to do his show with my band. And it was, see, when the word gets around that you got good musicians who can play show music, and show music is difficult. I was really hustling jobs and playing for people, and people knew my name, but they didn't know what I looked like. So I say, well, let me put a picture on the brochure.